In my culture, we believe no child is ever just born. Every birth is a covenant between God, the ancestors, and spirits you cannot see. But here is the mystery. Before a child even takes its first breath, the unseen world has already decided its path. Tonight, I want to take you into a story from Akwa Ibom, Nigeria, a story the world has never truly heard. And if you listen closely, you may never look at childbirth the same way again. Episode 2: The Spirits of the Womb. When a woman became pregnant in Akwa Ibom, the entire village watched her with awe. They said she was not walking alone anymore. At her side was Eka Abasi, the spirit mother, guarding the unborn child. Beneath her feet, the Endem Isyong, the spirits of the earth, fed her womb with fertility. And in the rivers, the Endem Mong, powerful water spirits, decided whether her journey would be smooth or filled with sorrow. That is why pregnancy was never just waiting, it was preparation. The woman wore protective charms tied around her waist. She avoided certain foods, stayed away from crossroads at night, and prayed constantly to Abasi Ibom, the supreme god. Because in my people's eyes, carrying life was carrying a mystery. And if you were not careful, spirits could steal it before it arrived. Episode 3: The Battle of Birth. When labor began, the compound fell into silence. Inside the hut, the mother struggled, her breath sharp, sweat soaking her wrapper. The midwife sat close, whispering old chants, sprinkling herbs into steaming water, pressing charms into the mother's palm. Outside, neighbors gathered, the air heavy with fear and hope. Sometimes drums beat slowly, echoing the fight inside. They believed childbirth was not just pain, it was a battle between the mother, the child, and spirits that wanted to interfere. When the baby finally cried, the silence broke. Women ululated, elders clapped, and the midwife raised her hands to the sky. That cry was not just sound, it was victory, a sign that Abasi and the ancestors had fulfilled their promise. Episode 4: 40 Days and the Naming. But the battle did not end at birth. For 40 days, the mother lived in seclusion. She was treated like a queen, fed yam porridge and palm oil soup to rebuild her strength. Her body was washed with leaves and herbs to chase away evil forces. The baby too was protected, beads tied on wrists, forehead marked with ash, hidden from strangers who might cast a jealous eye. On the 40th day, the compound erupted with joy. The naming ceremony had come. Elders poured palm wine on the earth for the ancestors. Libations were made, songs were sung, and the baby was lifted high. The name given was never ordinary. It carried destiny. Names like Abasiyama, God has blessed me. Nsika Kabasi, God's time is best. Uduakabasi, it is God's will. With that name, the child was welcomed into both worlds, the living and the spirit. Episode 5: Twins and the Covenant of Life. And then there were the twins. In many parts of the world, twins were feared, but in Akwa Ibom, twins were celebrated as a double blessing. They said twins had one foot in this world and one in the spirit world. A special shrine was built for them, dances performed in their honor. The mother of twins held a sacred place in the village, for she had been touched directly by spirits. To harm twins or treat them as ordinary was unthinkable. They were living mysteries, and this, my friend, is why, in my culture, every child is more than flesh and blood. Birth is not just biology, and it is the echo of ancestors, the whisper of spirits, the hand of God Himself. So I ask you, do you still believe children are just born, or do you believe, like we do in Akwa Ibom, that every child is sent?